Hi and welcome to another training video. Now today, rather unusually, we're going to be taking a look at Microsoft Teams as more and more people are using this, and this is just a new feature that's come out, but there's a couple of things you need to be aware of when using this feature. Now the feature is for creating custom backgrounds, or rather using custom backgrounds that you've created elsewhere, and I'll show you how to add these new backgrounds and then a couple of things to be aware of. So let's jump straight into Teams. Now, we can't actually do it from here. We can't do it from our profile. We don't have the option for it. So we have to actually already be in a meeting for us to use this setting. So I'm going to go into Meet Now, and I'm going to click on Meet Now straight away. Now you can see that I'm set up here with a green screen background, well, a green cloth background, and I'll explain why I've done that later on. Now what I have to do is I have to go to this ellipsis, the three buttons, and this is where we used to go when we wanted to blur our background, and then later on we had this option changed to show background effects. And what we could do there was pick one of Microsoft's suggested backgrounds to use. Now, the reason I'm using the green screen is because the computer processor is automatically going to try and determine which bit is me and which bit is background. So this actually takes up quite a lot of processing power, and it makes it easier for the machine if I have a single solid background. So if I use a green screen, it actually takes much less processing power than if I have a multi-dimensional background or multi-object background. So what I'm doing is I'm making it easier for the other programs that I'm running to actually run effectively. This can be quite a problem if you have a very busy background and you're moving quite rapidly. A lot of the processing power from your computer is going to managing your background rather than running the other applications that you may be trying to share. Now, this is eventually loaded up with the different backgrounds that Microsoft suggests we use, and the new button that we can see is this one where it says Add New. So if I just click on there for Add New, it defaults to my Pictures folder, and I'm just going to scroll down and let's just pick that one there. Now it takes a while to do this, and I'll show you the manual way of doing it in a moment, which is actually a lot quicker. And eventually what it will do is it will have added that into this group of thumbnails, and if I scroll down now, we'll be able to see that it's there at the bottom. Now if I click on it, it doesn't actually apply it immediately because it gives me the option to preview. Now watch what happens if I preview. It doesn't preview in the main screen because the main screen is what anybody else on this call is currently seeing. If I hit preview, it reverts my main screen to my profile picture, and then it shows me the preview here on the right hand side. And this is what's confusing because it looks like it's backwards. It's mirrored. Now this is not how it will appear to others, so don't be fooled into thinking that you have to reverse the image before you bring it in. This is how it appears to you, and if I apply this, then we'll see it full screen. This is how it appears to you, and just proof of that is here I've raised my right hand, but on the screen it looks like it's my left hand. Now this is supposed to make it easier for you to do things and demonstrate things. Actually, I think it's a complete pain in the neck, and I wish Microsoft would change it. In Zoom, you have the option to turn on or off mirroring. They haven't brought that feature into Teams yet, and I do not know why. It would make life a lot easier. Now, if you have this, this is how you will appear to yourself with the background reversed all the time. You will not appear like this to anybody else. So to anybody else, this will have the background the right way around. And so if I raise my right hand here, because this image will be reversed on other people's view, they will see me raising my right hand. So in effect, they will see me as they would see me in real life. I will see me as I would see me in real life in a mirror, because that's actually the only way that I do see myself in real life. Okay, well, let's have a look at the old way of doing this, because you could actually do this for quite a while now, but what we've had to do is we've had to do it from actually putting in place a link to a folder or a path, and if you just create a link to that path there, this here is a special code that says find the folder app data, and from there go into these subfolders, and then all you do is you paste the image you want into this uploads folder. Very simple and easy to do, and very effective. Once you've done that, you're then able to access any of those backgrounds that you've put on there simply by going into the background effects. And once you've added backgrounds, the more backgrounds you add, the longer it takes to load all of these backgrounds. And you can then scroll right down and your custom backgrounds will be at the bottom, which is actually the opposite to most programs, because clearly if you've added a custom background, that's the one you probably want to use, so it should be at the top. So eventually when these actually show, I can scroll down and choose a custom background. Now, why would you want to do this, and why would you not want to do this? Well, first of all, why would you want to? I use this quite a lot. If I'm working as a freelancer and making a presentation, an online presentation on behalf of their company, then I will use their company background as my background. Why would I not do this? Well, actually this is to do with processing power. If I'm demonstrating some software which is very memory intensive, I will not use backgrounds at all. I will actually just make sure I've got a plain white board or something like that behind me, and actually then I can put stickers or something on that board to make that a proper background. But that means the computer is not having to analyze where the edge of me is and do all that graphic processing when I'm trying to demonstrate another memory intensive program. Now, of course, this is more important when you're using a slow program, so if you're a slow computer, than if you're using a very high-end CAD station or something like that. Okay, so that's just a couple of tricks on new features in Microsoft Teams. And if you found this useful, don't forget to click like and subscribe down below. And of course, if you've got any questions, just post them in the comments down below. And once more, thank you for listening.